Hey guys.
Oh, let me fix my mic.
Gotta fix the
Unprepared.
mic. Put the music on.
There we go. Hey, what's up,
Background.
guys? Welcome to Terrahash Tuesday.
No
Uh,
no background tonight, huh?
well, I'm on the free version now, so
Oh, you're on the free. Oh, you on that. Oh, okay. You're trying to save
yeah.
money. That's what you're trying to do. Okay. Just want
Dude,
to make
I,
sure.
I paid like $200 something for a whole year. This is such a waste of money.
Really?
And yeah, and then here you go. Here's some Night Driver,
You can still put
whatever
a
Hawk wants
picture on the
music.
back, don't you? You can still put a picture in the back, can't you?
No, I have to. If I put any of
You
the
can.
ones I uploaded, like the Flux one, it says the free plan comes with example background images and videos.
What are
You
you
have to upgrade your plans. So I'm on that free stuff. All right.
Why is Hawk holding jump change?
Oh, that's funny. Man, the boss is not here. He's not here to enjoy that joke.
Oh man. That's awesome.
Oh, Panda clipped it. Don't worry. Too funny, man.
So somebody didn't want to sleep today, so he woke up literally right before the stream started. So she's in the shower, and I'm just like, all right, I gotta go get him. I can't leave him in there. So here we are. Say hi.
Well, how was your day, Hawk? What about you, Hawk? Yeah, no, the real. Yeah, we're talking to him. What's going on?
You want to talk to him? Say hi.
Yeah, what's going on?
Say hello.
You getting ready for those cupcakes? Yeah.
If you give my son cupcakes, I swear to God. Oh man. So.
Oh man. Oh hey, what's going on, Felipe?
Shout out to everybody. How's everybody doing? Dude, really? Okay. All right. Yep. Yeah. No, it's just it's a great day. Just work. Now I got to make some videos, man. I am like so behind. 100 Air says, Hawk, got my KS0 today. Loving it so far. That's awesome, man. I know a lot of people got delayed on their orders, but they should have landed yesterday or today. So, Hawk, you need to read him that book I gave you. No, yeah, I have it. But yeah, so everything's good. Just another day working. What happened to Carlson, man? God, I got 1,000 Carlson now. It's not worth anything.
I mean, kind of like everybody said it was going to go straight down, and it did as far as profitability.
You think it'll come back up?
I mean, I have no idea. Me and Jeff Key, he was on my stream earlier today, and at the end we kind of talked about it a little bit, right? About Carlson. You realize in their first website design that they even openly said that they don't have a roadmap. They don't have a plan.
Well, they released something on their website recently. They redid their website.
Oh yeah.
Which is pretty good. At least that's a step in the right direction as far as making sure that they're doing something right. Got my KS3M running since Friday. Oh, that's nice, Felipe. What's up, man? Of course. Yeah, a lot of orders came through. It slowed down a little bit, but now with the dip with Caspa, prices have come down a lot on these machines. So might be just saying, might be a good time to ask.
Mining King is selling his KS1. Here located in the States. You just hit me up, okay?
I was thinking about selling my KS0s too. I'm just thinking about it. I don't know, but anyway, well, Panda's here. What's up, Panda? Good to see you. Did you watch Hunter Killer? Was it good? It's a great movie.
But on stuff happening this week in crypto are you excited for the Flux proof of useful work launch?
Yeah, it's coming up it's this week. I'm excited. It's this week, right? I'm excited for it. I just hope everything goes smoothly because they need it, right? They need this to work. So I'm hoping that at least it turns out to be good.
So yeah, I did a build stream today in the morning, which would be probably in the afternoon for you East Coasters. I know there's lots of East Coasters in here. But man, exciting, man. So you are going to be able to mine right off the bat, which is kind of cool. You're going to be able to do that. You'll be able to benchmark everything, get familiar with the Flux core and everything like that, so that way you guys can start like learning to use it. And Mr. Jeffkey even sent me a few more screenshots he said I could share. So I'll throw those up real quick here.
Yeah, Integra guy says Hawk sold them both OG KS0s overclocked for 700 on eBay. Both of them or 700 each? That's I might look into it. I'm not sure. I'd rather do a trade within the community if somebody wanted to trade for them.
Interesting, but so this is kind of what they got going here. Let me blow this. Can I blow this up a little bit? There we go. There we go. Now I can really see. It was really hard to see it on my laptop earlier. So you can see he's mining Raven. He's using T-Rex. This is his pool, his wallet he made. It looks like he's using GPU 2 for Raven. So he's specifically choosing this GPU right here to mine Raven, and then he's using GPU 1 to mine Flux. Yeah. Interesting. So, which is kind of cool because you could do that in Hive OS as well, right? You can always you have certain cards to mine certain algorithms. Although it does look cleaner in here, right, compared to Hive OS when you're trying to use multi algorithms for multi cards in one rig. So really cool to see. You can even looks like you could even set your electrical cost over here. Yep. But yeah,
their new OS is really good. Is there a dark mode? Because I think you're gonna have to pay for everybody's eye doctor's appointments.
Well, okay, no, these are screenshots, so it's not. I can't change them. It's a screenshot.
Oh, okay, it's a screenshot. All right,
I can't change this. And no, I'm keeping mine like this. I like it to just.
Yeah, you like it to like plant on the back of your eyeball, like it's just there forever.
Exactly.
That's how you remember things.
That's exactly.
It's what's so funny. I gotta say this. You know what's so funny is that a lot of people, myself included, on certain websites and programs, if they don't have dark mode, I won't use them. I know this sounds so stupid, but like it's almost the reason why I didn't.
Right here.
No, I know. I'm just saying, generally speaking, like, if they don't have dark mode, like, I won't use it.
Really?
Yeah, it's annoying because I'm at my computer all day.
Weird.
Nah, man, dark mode all day long.
You guys are weird. I don't care either way. I just use it.
Liam, what are you doing? Let go of my headphones. Oh.
It looks like though he's using 22.04. It looks like his reliability is at 96%. Jeffkey, what's going on with reliability here, man? 96%? That is unacceptable. Unacceptable, Jeffkey. See, I get to troll him. He's sick right now. So, and I think I have one more screenshot. There we go.
Heavy dude. He's so heavy.
Oh, this is his Windows machine, his Fractal. Okay. Now you could see these benchmark scores right here on the right-hand side. So 2520, 3480, 94. So I did build a proof of useful work rig behind me with a 3080, and I'm going to be testing all different types of CPUs. I'll be testing different, amounts of RAM and things like that. I guess I could do storage. I guess we could travel down the road and see how much storage really affects it. That'll be interesting because I don't think storage is going to be playing too much of a factor as far as the score. Yeah, it's really cool, man. I like this nice clean setup. You can see if the rig's online. I'm assuming
I remember when he was designing it, and I remember they were asking a lot of people like how we felt about it, and I said, hey, simplicity is elegance. Like, make it simple, put the information out, easy to read, and I feel like it'll work. Like, you try to put too much into it with too much information, it just becomes a mess, and then people tend to veer away from you. You'd be so surprised, man. Like, certain things are just annoying. Burn. Okay, you got the joke down. I got it. Screen so bright that even Hawk's GPU seller can see it. You guys are riding this boat like just the engine is dead and you guys got paddles, and you're just paddling your way, keeping it alive.
And who was the one that started the blind guy thing?
Well, see, I create my own stress because I'm the one that said that he was legally blind, and then Chump took that and he took it like Calvin Johnson. Like he jumped up, caught the football, okay, at the 10-yard line, and just decided to take it past the end zone, through the stadium, out of the parking lot, and on the highway with it. And he's still running with it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, he's like, oh, a joke for Hawk? Swoop. Gone. And that's it. Hawk's face, if you created a monster. If you created a monster for joke. Yeah, you guys definitely ran with the joke.
Okay. Second TL, this is not a live demonstration. These are some screenshots from Mr. Jeff Key, who gave this to me. So I was just kind of putting this up here. I wanted to show it again because obviously they've made changes and done, iterations and changed things around. So I kind of wanted to look at things again and see how it looks, and stuff like that. So pretty cool stuff. I definitely like how it looks here. It's really easy to read for your mining and things like that. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know.
Jeff Key's in there right now. He's asked us if we want to see it.
Yeah, I want to see the benchmark tool. Like, how long does the benchmark tool take, Jeff Key?
I think
I guess I'll have to give Jeff Key a link into the wiki here. Yeah. I am curious too of how long the benchmark process is. I don't know how much of the mining I'm going to do right off the bat because we already all mine these coins anyways, right? So what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be testing benchmarking, right? I'm going to be testing GPUs, different amounts of memory, different CPUs, other stuff like that, right? I don't really care too much about the mining because we already know about Raven Coin and how to mine Flux. Like, we already know that stuff.
Yes, we do. Sorry if I'm not 100% involved at the moment. He's like bouncing around.
Second TL, see bad you weren't on the stream earlier. That's a good question for Mr. Jeff Key. I did send Jeff Key a link to the thing here. He just at him again. He's a busy guy. He probably doesn't see my DMs. I'm at the bottom of the list here. I was asking him some questions. That'll be interesting. Can we mix different GPUs in terms of NVIDIA? Like, can we have different cards? Like, if you look in this rig here, they're just 3070s, right?
We can send. Did you send him a link to the StreamYard?
I just said that. Oh,
you did? Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. I got a 7-month-old making noises behind me.
Yeah. So far, I haven't. I mean, based on what I've seen, 1 3070, 2 3070s, 1, and 1. Ooh, somebody has a laptop with integrated AMD Radeon graphics. Interesting. Someone's playing around there. But here, I'll take this off. I won't kill your guys' eyeballs anymore. Wait for Mr. Jeff Key to come on here.
Panda screenshot. Why is Hawk holding jump chains? Oh, joke of the year. Oh, so great. Oh, man. So, yes, looks like Bitcoin did it. Sorry. Oh, my God, I can't even say it with a straight face. Looks like, checking the markets, it looks like Bitcoin's not moving much.
You can share your screen if you want to. Yeah, the whole newscast thing.
Yeah, let's run through the market real quick while we're waiting, because a lot of people watching us maybe haven't got any updates. So looking at, looks like Bitcoin is down 6% for the 7-day, 41,000. There's been some surprising stuff though. I've been watching Alephium, or however the hell they pronounce it now. I'm calling it Alephium. I don't care. You don't like it, don't watch. Anyway, it's at 83 cents and it's holding pretty strong. I thought this would dip with the rest of the market and it didn't, which is interesting. So I was looking at Caspa still holding right around 12 cents. Oh, no, it looks like it went up a little bit since I last checked it. So it was down here. So it looks like it's coming back up. Let's see here. Let's look at Hive Mapper has just been crazy. Dude, they peaked at 37.5 cents today.
Okay.
That is crazy. What do you got?
We have a news flash incoming, right? Interrupting this local broadcast. I probably didn't say that right.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey guys,
How you doing? You
What's
feel a little
going on?
better?
no, not at all. Can you guys even hear me at this point?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
good.
Let's bring up what this guy is going to show us here.
Oh, dark
See,
mode.
there's dark mode. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my! Look at everyone. I'm gonna see all these smiley faces now.
Dark mode.
All the whining. Well, no dark mode. There's dark mode. It's in the works.
Homebrew Crypto says, dude, 7 months. I remember when you announced when your girlfriend was. Yeah, it flies by, man. It's so crazy.
So, Mr. Jeffkey, there was a question in the chat
Of
from
course.
Mr. Second TL Mining. Can we mix other NVIDIA cards, or do they need to be similar to VAST, where they have to be the same model, like all 3070s, or can we do like a 3060 and a 3080?
All right,
Well,
You know, stuff like that.
Just saying goodnight. 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 Peace.
What?
Say goodnight, guys. Chump
You
change
give him his
XD signing
cupcake
off.
yet, or what? You give him a cupcake or something, or?
Chump change. I'm putting chump change going to bed, guys. See you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right.
Oh man, I can't wait for the boss to see this stuff.
All right.
Love you.
You don't need to for. I don't think you need to. I have the same cards.
He's gonna be so pissed.
So I think what he's
pure by accident, actually, that I have similar cards in every rig. Actually, that I should mix it up. I'll mix it up and I'll let you guys know. But no,
But you should be able to like have like, let's say like two 3070s and like
What-
two
what-
3080s.
Yeah, what will happen is actually is that people will get 3080s. They'll get the 3080s on your machine. They won't get the 3070, for instance, that's on it. But or an A4000 that I somehow lost somewhere. But I don't know where they are.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, what is that? Was that aimed at me?
No, not at all.
Yeah, no. They're humming away, man. They're doing a great job.
Yeah, happy they are.
Hey, they're here. I have them. I mean,
I told you, put them to work. You can
yeah,
use-
they're working. All 6 of them are on Vast.
I'm loving you guys are using Vast and such. I love that you guys are contributing that compute power. So I'm more than happy that you guys are using those A4000s.
Yeah, they're being used.
Anyhow, what do you want to see?
What do you got?
Oh, what happened to dark mode?
No, please, dark mode. My retinas. Ugh.
They're gonna complain some more.
You complain.
So, question then: how long does the benchmark process take?
About 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, once you benchmark your system initially, if you don't make changes from your initial benchmarking,
Mm-hmm.
how often do you need to benchmark? Are you going to benchmark before every job to confirm that you meet the requirements or whatever you're offering?
Well, the benchmark is going to be important to see where you are regardless, right? And if everything is configured properly and all that. So if we don't have a benchmark score, you don't apply for any jobs yet. That's going to be simple as that.
Oh,
You're going to have to run it at least once.
yeah. I think I didn't say that correctly. How often do you need
sorry.
to do the benchmark?
We haven't set any scores on that yet.
Okay. Well,
I'm not going to go
Flux-
as crazy as we do with the Flux nodes. Let me say it that way. 'Cause I don't want to interrupt you guys if you're mining or something like that, right? So, yeah.
Right. I was just wondering though, would the system detect if somebody made a change to the hardware and it didn't re-benchmark? Would
The
they?
system
would they-
will break if you. So there's actually a button here in the back for your hardware. So if something changes, you can just do a rescan of your hardware. Put new cards in, put new memory in. You have to do just a new rescan of your hardware. Otherwise, it won't detect it automatically. We're pretty liberal in this way to make sure you guys are in control of your machine. But at the same time, if somebody rents it and it turns out you guys it was not the right thing, then don't expect your credibility to be high after that.
So
There we
Crypto
go.
Shaped asked a question, and I think a lot of people are concerned with ease of use. Is this going to be easier to set up than a Flux node?
Yeah.
Right. I'm just
Yeah,
well,
it's
if you
literally
if you
literally
watched my
downloading.
stream earlier, yeah, you would know. Thanks, Hawk.
Sorry.
for the support.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Hawk wasn't
I was-
watching it apparently. Huh?
I was too busy living.
Somebody was actually working, Hawk. I get you.
Yeah, no, I was working. I was doing
No,
So-
it's as easy as just downloading the executable from the website,
Right.
and start it up, and then just have a little patience because there's a lot of things that we download. We're making it even as easy as possible for you guys, so you don't even have to worry about the drivers and CUDA and all that fun stuff. None of it. We do it all for you.
Oh, you update the drivers? Man, look at this guy. This guy is awesome. He knows that people are lazy, are not going to update their stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Am I wrong? Like I don't know.
No, you're definitely not wrong. You're
A
definitely
lot
not
of
wrong.
people don't update their drivers.
Or their packages on their. If I
Linux.
would run a Flux node benchmark, and I would enforce right now that if you haven't updated your node in, let's say, the last 3 months, ooh,
You're losing a lot. Yeah.
Crypto
which
Farm,
by the way, just small leak, we are gonna do that at one point. That is coming.
I don't feel no water.
No,
It's a good thing I
Okay.
good thing I run that new you haven't watched that video that Max did. He has the
let's not
What was
talk
it?
about Max and the cheating, shall we?
No, hey, he got his
I know. The first thing he had is internet. The first thing he did was text me. I got better internet now. I'm like, good for you. I'll release the
so-
rewards now. No, I don't have
Yeah.
access to that.
So Crypto Farm says, will you be able to CPU mine also?
Well, I got a surprise this afternoon. It's not going to be on the release on Friday, but definitely the fun experience that I had was I walked into my son's room and he has my white computer that I brought to mining disrupt, and I'm like, what is that noise? Like these fans are going crazy. Turns out they were actually CPU mining on that one site where you can mine and then you can get a different coin out of it.
Unmineable?
That's the one. So they were mining. The developers were mining on unmineable for the next version.
Very nice. Yeah. Let's see. A couple questions. When will the actual proof of useful work be released? As far as like, you're actually doing. Can you put on dark mode, please? Thank you so much. Love it. Thank you so much. I mean, I physically feel better on dark
Zen.
mode. Yeah, it's more like just and then when you put it in like whatever day mode, I'm just like a vampire.
Actually, right here, 7 minutes for a benchmark.
7 minutes for a benchmark.
Okay.
But for this one, because there's multiple.
Now,
right?
will you have to benchmark before you do a job to confirm that you have what you say you have, right?
There will be a small, depending on what type of job we're doing and if it's like a big gig or not. So it's a little different dynamic, right? So the consumer or the person you're going to work for might actually ask you to do a benchmark to confirm your system.
Okay, all right.
And it might be like a checklist that they might make you go through when you apply for a job, just to make sure that you're good to go. Again,
So-
Yeah.
it's a different dynamic as well.
Stupid question. I'm not sure if this has been answered or this is obvious or not. Is this an OS or is this like you have to load Windows and then open this?
Yeah,
It's
so
not an OS.
Not an OS.
we,
Okay.
we went over this in the stream, but I'll go over it one more time so Jeffkey doesn't have to explain it. So they're going to support.
Thanks for saving my voice.
Yeah. So they are going to support Windows right off the bat. They recommend that you use Windows 10. I mean, not 10. I'm sorry, Windows 11. Okay. If you are going to use Windows 10, you need to be on the latest version of Windows 10 because they're obviously using some things for WSL, which I have a little experience with that doing some of my recent videos on WSL, and I can confirm you do have to do a little bit of legwork in Windows 10 to get that to work. So if you do want to use Windows for this, I would recommend Windows 11. Now, they will have Linux, of course, right off the bat, right? And 22.04 works flawlessly. And Jeff Key did say earlier in the stream that I did earlier today that it will be pretty much just like a script, like a one-line command that you put in. So it's just going to be like an install script. So you don't have to do any dependencies or anything like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Easiest buy, like I've always said that I wanted.
No port forwarding, no networking needed on your end at all.
Crypto Shape wants to know if it's going to work on Windows Millennium. Couldn't say with a straight face.
All these guys.
You were
Just
able
kidding.
to say that with a straight face. That's quite impressive. Why not Windows 3.1? Oh, yes.
No,
Most of
98,
you
man.
guys don't even know what that is.
98. Windows 98, the OG, where it all started. For me, at least. Started on Windows.
I was gonna say, what are you talking about? Windows 3 is where it started. Actually,
Generation
DOS.
difference.
So
You
For me,
young
It was
kids.
98.
S. Chang's going to ask you, in your opinion, Jeff Key, which one do you find to be better, either Linux or Windows? To me, I'm a Linux guy because Windows does updates and things like that. It pushes things on you, and to me, I find Linux to be more stable in my personal experience.
Oh yeah, yeah. Windows. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so all right. So obviously with every new soft piece of software and app, whatever, you're gonna have, updates and downtime, and there's people, and I just, for everybody watching right now, because a lot of people become critical. There's gonna be a lot of updates with this rolling out, guys. There's gonna be changes constantly.
Every day, even multiple a day.
So if you have issues, just understand, if you have issues with your system, because I'm sure somebody will, right? It's inevitable. Just,
We see it
understand
in the
that.
pilot group too. So we have a pilot group. and
Okay.
So
Right.
we tested this, and for us it was good. We're like, oh, we're good to go. Let's bring the pilot group in.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
First thing that we see somebody use, oh, I'm trying it on my Hive OS. It's not working. I'm like, no, don't use Hive OS.
Right.
And the reason I'm saying don't use Hive OS, you don't want to conflict, right? Because they are running things, we're running things, so that might cause conflict. There at one point there will be a Hive OS hybrid. So also notice my thing went just up 90.8.
There you go.
90.8. Why are you so low? Why not 99.9?
This is
What's going on?
my fractal behind me because I'm traveling all the time, so it's only been up for a day and 9 hours now. But what was I saying? Damn it, damn COVID brain fog. Yeah, so Hawk, you're absolutely right. There will be hiccups. There will be things, and sorry for everybody. I flipped it over to daylight. But there will be hiccups, but I got an entire dev team. Like we recruited devs for this stuff, right? So we have an entire dev team. We have 4, and then somebody, the team lead who's also a dev. We got Alex. We got Lucas, another Lucas. So that's almost a team of 10 right there that are going to be fully ready. As you can see, we have a FAQ here. We got a support here. If you run into issues, you click this button. Right? Don't linger on them. Don't try and figure it out. If you have an issue, just ask or go into Discord, ask the community. There will be people who run into the same issue. I had somebody in our pilot group who was insistent that he could make it run on Windows 10 Home. He did. So, but you need to do some extra legwork. That's not coming out of the box. So we made it as easy as possible on the versions that we support.
Is there going to be a separate little section just for it? You don't want people bombarding the general chat.
Oh yeah, and I know
one.
people will be in the general chat as well, and that's totally
Everybody just ping Jeff Key in the chat, please.
No, that's what Alex told you to say, Mining King. That's not what we have to do. But I'm going to go on holidays on Friday. I'll be back in the new year. You guys tell me how it all went, and we'll talk then, right? No,
a lot of stuff. What is the So obviously, you guys are rolling this out right around the holidays. So as far as updates and stuff go, I mean, Is
We
it
don't stop.
right? It's okay. It's just that's what I was asking. I was gonna say if you guys are if there's gonna be a delay, because you know how people will question. So it's like, hey, are you guys gonna be working through the holidays with this? You're gonna be sending updates. This is amazing, man. I think this is really good. It's really good. And it's finally a long time coming, but I think it's
This is
you
just a
guys
start, right? This
right.
is a big jigsaw puzzle that we're bringing out, right? So this is
Right.
literally the groundwork, right? All the bells and whistles are in the back end already implemented, from Kubernetes and all that fun stuff. I was joking, by the way, on going on holidays. I'm not going anywhere. It's working. Screw COVID. I have work to do. So all the bells and whistles are in the back end, all ready to go. So all of that is set to ready and go. Now, the AI piece, because that's probably somebody's already asked in the chat and I might have missed it. But anyway, when is the useful work now coming? We already have stuff running on useful work right now on the machines that we deployed. We got about 120 graphic cards at this moment live. So we're testing things out already. But that'll roll out in the new year. We'll bring people online, and we will be able to. We can't bring people online if we don't have the compute power. Period. So slowly but surely, you'll start seeing that, and then as a software, you'll see it change here and there, where you'll be able to acknowledge what the useful work card will be, if you want to participate already or not, and et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be hectic, but it's gonna be fun.
Now, right around the time you guys are doing this, obviously the marketplace has to kind of simultaneously release, right?
No.
How does that? No, it doesn't. Okay.
No.
What's
So this is the provider side of things, right? This is you guys providing the compute power. The marketplace comes after. That's already been built and such. But we need to do some fine tuning on that as well.
Right.
And the focus has been now on this piece. But the marketplace is ready, and when we feel like we have enough compute power online, we'll release it, and then it's basically full hand. Then we can't go back anymore.
Right. Interesting. So there's been a lot. I do have a question. There's been some people that have there's these other companies like RunPod, Vast AI. I know KiiNG knows a few.
Yep.
Is
Akash.
Right. Akash, right. So with Flux Core, what's going to make, and I'm going to really put you on the spot here, Jeff Key. You know I love you, but I do have a question.
I know, I don't mind.
Aside from the crypto mining aspect, what's going to make Flux Core better than the rest of these other companies? Because, RunPod is pretty big, and Vast AI has been an OG since about 2016, 2017. So how can Flux...
they're an OG, but they're not known in the space. That's the problem they have. So what already sets us separate from all of these other companies is one, the way we handle the marketplace we're doing, right? We're giving the bi-directional pieces to it. The other piece that we have is that we also we're working on working with some of these guys as well, because we can actually, instead of being all compartmentalized and all being our own little separate things, what we can actually do is make sure that we actually work together and basically provide compute power together. So I can go on Akash and actually bring those guys in and provide them on our marketplace if I want to. So that's one of the other things that we'll be doing. And those conversations are already happening with some of these guys. Right. The other piece to it is that a Vast AI, a Chlor, even an Akash, is that it's more one-on-one at the moment. So it makes it a little harder if you want to really build out a cluster. We basically provide you a full-on cluster, just the way we do it with our cloud solution. You don't need to worry about where it's deployed and all the other bells and whistles that come with it. You say, I want this amount of compute power, this amount of disk, deploy, and then and it has to be in North America. That's all you have to do. We take care of the rest, or the chain takes care of the rest. The same will happen here.
Right.
Or you push a job straight up and you have it running on your computer. It's a little, our solution is a little different in that way as well, is that we use different technology in the back end, and most of these other products use Docker. Cloud, our Flux Cloud uses Docker. We don't use Docker.
Right, because I know Vast AI loads everything in a Docker system, correct, King? The way they deploy.
Yeah.
And you can go all the way into the data itself and look at things.
Yeah, we can see what's going on. Well, we figured it out after King figured it out with Second TL, and also who has taught me a lot about Linux, is that you can go in there and you could see exactly what they're running, even in the logs. So I check my Vast rigs constantly because I'm always concerned. So
and that's not a bad idea, right? So,
right.
But that's one of the things. The other piece to it as well is that once we bring the marketplace online, right? That's where you have to make a decision yourself. Do you want to be a verified user, right? KYC, I know, evil KYC, or not? You don't have to. So you'll be able to stay anonymous as well. Sorry.
Will there be now as far as pricing structure goes, right? Per GPU, is it going to be like a per GPU or per rig thing, or is it just going to go on your total setup, like everything put together, and this is what the breakdown
it's your
is?
GPUs. The GPUs are going to be driving. Yeah. And as well, you're going to basically decide what your price is if you want to have people just straight up rent your machine, like you do on Vast and on the others. The other piece to it is as well as oh wow, that's a lot of members.
Real quick, Jeff Key, Crypto Frank with the 20 Mining King memberships. King legitimately just went like this. I just watched him go like this.
Yeah, that's why I was like, something's happening. King's face is
wow, congratulations to everybody. Kirk Solar, Carl Coate, Hereby Service, Little Time, Aragon Strider, Chris Freeman, Jeremy Vaughn, Nelson's Crypto, Ant125. I cannot pronounce your name. Galume Paloof. I'm sorry. 369 Mining Crypto, Swamp 7, Ulu, Bell Miner, Oliver Johnson, Pocket Change, HR in the building, Solar Miner, Raging Bull Miner of all coins, and Tradewind Bees. Congratulations and welcome to the Kingsman, where you get a lot more useful information than you do as a Golden Hawk. I just give stuff away. So
actually, I'm doing a giveaway this Sunday for members only. So stay tuned for that.
You guys all got in at the right time. So awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. Crypto Frank.
Thank you, Frank. Definitely appreciate it, man. You didn't have to do that. Thank you, Frank.
Crypto Shaped asked a really good question. Are older gen GPUs like 10s, 20s allowed to run on Flux core and participate? Absolutely, yes. I would love to see those cards.
Yes, my 1080.
The 1080 Ti's are beasts when it comes to AI. They really are. People forget those. Yes, other cards can do it faster, but they can still do their piece to it.
FK, I picked this GPU up. It's a 1080 Turbo. Asus, practically brand new for $50.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
Hold on. Was he? Did he have?
Oh, shut up, King. He had full vision, 2010. Okay, he knew
you gave
exactly.
him a vision test before you bought it.
I'm trying. You can get some deals, man. You can really get some deals. Right now, I'm trying to get this guy under 300 for a 3070 EVGA. One dude's trying to sell a 4090. I'm sorry, a 3090. For like I'm trying to get him down to like 450, 500. You can get deals. You gotta haggle. That's all. You know what the problem is that a lot of these people, I don't mean to change subject, but a lot of these people, they go to Amazon and they go to eBay and they're like, oh, I'm gonna gauge prices. Those are bad places to gauge prices because they add stuff on top of it, especially Amazon, like out of all places to look at prices. Homebrew Crypto says, at Jeff Key, it's great that it will be in Flux core, but won't make the marketplace dictate whether they stay or go. Won't the marketplace dictate whether they stay or go, depending on what they're using, right? So
it's I'll be honest. If I can pick a 4090 or I have to go with a 1080 Ti, I'll probably go for the 4090. Except what's the job I'm running? Like if I'm doing something medical, then I might opt for the 4090. But the 1080 might be more lucrative for me as a when I'm developing a script, for instance, and I just want to work on something. Then the 1080 might be more than sufficient for me. So everybody has their role to play. You'd be surprised how many people would go for your 1080 Ti just pure because of the pricing.
Daniel Keller.
Thank you for the sticker, Mr. Dan. Appreciate it. Got Mr. Daniel Keller here in the chat. How you doing, man?
Well, and the other thing too, older cards as well, they might not be picked as easily, but they're going to be more in numbers, right? So the 1080 Ti's, if let's say they're profitable, right? Let's say they do really good, and I'm sure a lot of people will bring on their 1080 Ti's on the system at that point to get some money out of it too, right? So bring them online. If let's say it this way, if they're not online, they're not going to bring you anything.
Right, they're just sitting there. I think didn't Dan a while back he did like a stream or something or a picture. He was dusting off his old 1070s or something, or 1070 Ti's. I think he was getting them out of the closet and getting them ready for proof of useful work. So
I'm not leaking anything, actually. I'm basically stating what I've been stating all this time, and you're starting to see the software come together now.
So are you guys... Now, I could understand the concern. Oh, Joker Miner with the $49.99 super chat. Merry Christmas, Hawk Crypto, and the Mining King. Merry Christmas, man.
And those are actually
Merry
US
Christmas,
dollars. So it's
Joker.
not Canadian dollars, right? Wow.
yeah, no,
Those are
thank you,
actually- those
Mr.
are
Joker. He's the #1 fan for the Mining King YouTube channel.
So
Now-
even my 1050, where is it? It's a little dusty at the moment, but I got my 1050 Ti even still ready to go. I'm gonna put it on there. If it does anything, it does anything. But if it doesn't,
So just to kind of to gauge the what cards are popular. Now, I know it's a competitor, but I just want to do a comparison real quick. And King, I'm gonna share this screen. But this is good to talk about because this is gonna kind of show exactly what the market is doing. Am I up?
no.
Here we go. All right. So on Vast AI, okay, which is, we're just going to use this as a gauge to see what people are actually renting. If you guys haven't seen this, you should check it out. Now, this doesn't mean that this will be like this for Flux. Flux Core, this could be completely different, but just to kind of get an understanding. So I've seen there are 1080s listed, 1070
Yeah,
Ti's.
on the left there. Not
Where?
1080 Ti, right there.
Yeah, 5 listings. These cards are listed and they do get rented. To look at this 1080 Ti, actually it's at 18 cents. What?
Premium.
What? I gotta go get my
The
1080 Ti out of the
1080 Ti
garage.
actually has really
It's a
good.
damn
cooling, though.
good card. It has 12 gigs of RAM.
Right. So, but these other cards, excuse me, for people that they have like 1060s maybe laying around. People will use these cards for different things. It really depends, and that's why the question, Jeff Key, I think is important when it comes to, will the marketplace determine, who is going to be
going on
renting
here?
these things?
Mr. Daniel Keller with the $99.99 super chat, man. What are you doing? Thanks for the amazing content. Keep grinding. Hey, man, appreciate it, Dan. Man, you guys are crazy in here. I appreciate all the donations, man. Thank you.
I would have to get a second mortgage to pass that with my Canadian dollars.
King really likes it because he needs it to pay for these fancy thumbnails that we all get. But anyway, thanks everybody. Appreciate the super chats. But just so we all understand, like these cards will work. People do rent these. Look at there's even a 1050 Ti. Wow, holy cow, 30 cents. This guy is really listing it for?
If somebody rents that guy is going to be really happy.
Is he rented?
Unavailable. Hold on. Unavailable offers. Unverified.
Yeah, but he could be renting himself though.
It could be. He could be. But he's
30 cents for 1050 Ti on
that's
an
crazy.
X470.
I love the performance on that guy. 0.9.
That is crazy. Yeah.
Don't expect a lot of AI happening on these guys.
No, definitely not. But if you have these cards laying around and you want to try it out, this is you guys can do this, right? It's not always, it's not always like, oh, well, I can't do it because I have like an old 1660 Super. Well, here's a 1660 Super right here. Here's the listing.
Turn it on. If you don't know, if you don't try, you don't know, right? So.
Right.
Clearly,
look
people
at these.
are
They're rented at 3-4 cents. I mean, if you got a couple of these, look, 8 1660 Supers, 24 cents an hour. Not bad. I get a rig of those. Upgrade the what do you call it? The motherboard, and get some lanes and run these things out.
Whoa! Hold on.
The PCIe 2.0
and just put
actually.
something in the thing.
What? What is this? What is it? I'm telling you, I have a rig of 1070 Ti's and gonna make bank on it.
Oh, I put it up here on the screen so you can read it.
Oh, sorry. Did you
They
guys
partnered
know
with
we partnered
NiceHash.
with NiceHash?
No way.
Partnered? Like partnered? Like you guys are like, yo, that's my boy right there. Like we're gonna make something. Or like, hey, we're planning on working with you. Here's our logo. Which one is it? Which partner is it? Like me and Mining King hugged it out, partner? My friend? Like what kind of partnership we talking about? Partner, sweet. That's what I'm talking about. Cool. I just want to know. I want to be clear, and I want to know. That is awesome. You guys partnered with NiceHash, and I know Jeff Key, you know, he's like a submarine that goes too low in the ocean. After a while, the pressure just like builds up, right? The deeper and deeper he goes, and the pipes start to burst, and he starts taking on water. And Jeff Key said a long time ago that Flux Core was going to be like NiceHash, and Hive OS had a baby, and then you never know, it may integrate later on. So
It's he said it was announced on their webpage here, so I'm interested.
sorry, Jeff Key.
Oh, it's showing my ASICs. Oh man, dude, my ASICs are killing it right now on there.
But what? So what? Can we elaborate on Blood Pact? Can we elaborate on exactly what the partnership is?
First, we spit in our hands, and then we no.
No kissing and telling.
No,
Hey,
I mean,
here's the
They have
section.
an
in
AMA
NiceHash
on Thursday. Okay, they have an AMA on Thursday about it.
Hold on. Green.
There was a press release on NiceHash too. There you go. Flux introduces proof of useful work in Flux Core, the future of decentralized computing systems.
And this is on the NiceHash blog here.
Awesome. This looks let's see, gamers, data centers, graphic designers, your work, play, and reality hardware, Keep going down, King. They're just giving you introduction stuff there. Flux Core, vital behind proof of use of work, and NiceHash enabling users to connect their machines. Now, so NiceHash Quick Miner, what is that? Is it going to work with their Quick Miner? There we go. The recent addition of proof of useful work to NiceHash Quick Miner software allows people to easily connect and sell their computing power and support their network. The biggest obstacle to participation in mining cryptocurrency for most people is the complexity, and Quick Miner removes all the hard work for the end user, making mining as easy as turning on your computer. I can say this because my 3900X over here that's doing nothing, I actually downloaded the NiceHash Quick Miner, but for some reason, I think there's a software error with my 3900X. It won't work, but I know it's easy because the screen was super simple. It was very easy to use. So integrating that with Flux is going to be great, especially for people that are coming in. So that's going to be that's NiceHash's thing, right? Just ease of use, simplicity, and they do all the heavy lifting. Daniel Keller says our goal is to allow profit switching and also eventually adding anyone using NiceHash to tap into proof of useful work. Easy peasy. Hive is next. Hive OS is where I think you're going to see tons of growth. You know what I mean, Jeff? Like
absolutely.
There's a lot of people on NiceHash. That's great, but Hive OS is like that's where you're going to see a lot of cards.
NiceHash. You'd be surprised how many people use NiceHash.
No, I agree. I agree.
But the more advanced miners out there, they're using Hive.
Correct.
So we've had already conversations with
so
Hive
Dan just said Hive will have 1 million cards that could tap into proof of useful work. That's awesome.
You know, I think though, from a proof of useful work stage, and I don't know all the NiceHash users on there, but I know that a good majority of NiceHash people use NiceHash on their personal computers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which have full lanes, you know what I mean? They have good amounts of RAM and other things like that. So I think those would actually probably better geared for proof of useful work than a mining rig, you know what I mean, from Hive, you know what I mean, on a bunch of GPU risers.
Right. No, 100%. Ted says Hawk Crypto Windows pushed out a Windows Defender update a couple weeks back that shut off CPU mining. You have to override it no matter what. I did not know that. That's interesting to know. Thank you, Ted, for that information. Daniel Keller says teamed farms for Hive will be huge virtual farms. This is something,
right? The companies we talked about.
Right. This is something that no one else. There's only back up a second. Zerg Pool, I think it's Zerg Pool, was one of the only places that you could actually like team mine with other people. So
Yeah,
it's
they have
like
parties or something, right?
something like that. I
Yeah.
can't remember the exact name, but like if me and King,
Party
for people
mining
that
or
don't
something
know
like
and that are new to crypto mining that are probably watching this channel and this live stream, that would be like me and King wanting to combine our farms and then go mine at a pool together, and then we split everything, right? So that would be that. Why
Yeah,
this
party
hasn't
mining.
come sooner is my question. Party mining, there it is. Excuse me, party mining. Yep, there it is. Yep. Why that wasn't a thing before is probably because everybody.
It was a big thing. It was
Was
a
it
big
really?
thing. Oh yeah,
I don't-
2018, 2019, it was big.
It was okay.
For me, it
Well-
was actually big competition.
Well, I mean, when you say it was it big at the pool level? Because I mean, granted, I didn't mind in 2018, 2019, but I never heard of like a software doing it. You know what I mean? It was on the pool
you
level.
Just said it was a pool level thing. So you
It
said
was a pool level thing.
yeah.
Right, okay.
So
From the software level,
password
that's
and-
cool. It's gonna be like loading a video game, getting everybody to join in your Civilization 6 chat room, and then hit ready, and then everybody gets mining. And to Crypto Shaped, Mining King, Panda, and Iowa Crypto Mining, we're playing Civ 6, and that was a good reference, so they get that. But anyway,
That's
This
why
is-
he doesn't make videos, by the way.
yeah, the last couple days we played Civ 6, and I'm done with my day, and I need to make videos, and the Panda gifted all of us Civ 6, and now I just, it's so annoying. Anyway, so Bojangles says, welcome to, Bojangles, welcome to the Kingsmen. No, I'm not playing tonight. I got videos to record. Daniel Keller said, it's more about pools and mining. Teams will be able to be rented directly for large user or standby and get paid.
I even have to read that twice.
Or in I think it was a typo. He just typed it, and gets paid for standby compute. Okay, universities, enterprise, and more. Panda goes, hey, this is the last time I give Hall Crypto Mining anything. No, it's not. Don't say that. You love me. Oh, Django's gifted the
wow.
Mining King 5 Mining King memberships. Wow, dude, there's a lot of love here tonight. Glenn Olson,
Man,
Savage White
appreciate
Zero, New England Crypto, T Gig, and David G. Congratulations, guys. That is awesome. Welcome to the Kingsmen. It's a better place to get useful information than the Golden Hawks, where I just give stuff away. Anyway, so let's see. Let me. What is Little Time Mining says? Let me pitch a tent in the village. That's
For all the new members too. If you guys want a vast guide, you guys can always you guys just hit me up and give me your emails, and I'll give you guys the guide for it.
yeah,
But
if you-
hopefully, pretty soon here, we won't need vast anymore. So we will
Jeff-
just be we'll be on Flux Core.
Jeffkey, what are you doing? 5
Jeff,
Mining King.
we're in the
memberships.
chat here. What are you doing, Jeffkey?
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Mr. Davey, for the 5
Scott-
gifted members. That's
Let's see. Scott,
That's
Bacon
insane.
Hash, boosted, 06, Christian Johansson, and Coinology. Congratulations, guys. Awesome.
thank you,
Like I
Jeffkey,
said,
man.
you get more useful information here than you do as a Golden Hawk.
It's
so.
been a while that I came on the stream of yours, isn't it?
Been a while, yeah.
Yeah.
I know you guys been putting your heads down and working. So we haven't
I
seen
also
much of you
haven't
guys
been-
from Cypherpunk.
Yeah, since
I also
Cyberpunk,
haven't been streaming that much either, though. So
Well, no, but I haven't been on any of your streams. I used to be almost every day, but yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah.
Been crazy.
We,
We've been in front of some large companies, and the NiceHash partnership is nice, but there's some bigger ones coming even than that,
so
but not blockchain. So that's the difference.
So the proof useful work for Flux
Mhm.
is going to be, obviously this is where all the attention is going now, but the services like this, you know, like the AWS style services and all this, is this still something that Flux is going to focus on in the future? Or is this proof
yeah.
useful work going to be the end all be all?
I know proof of user work is taking the big portion of the attention at this point, but
Right.
If you've been paying attention to the updates of Flux OS, there's been a lot of big improvements happening on that as well, right? So where
Right.
you can actually log into your Docker, do your thing on your Docker, check your logs, all the bells and whistles that an AWS has as well.
Right.
You can do that now on Flux as well.
Right.
We're in front of mainstream IT folks, so SC23 in Denver. I was in Chicago last week. I was in Dubai last week. That was all in 1 week.
Wow.
So we put out Flux at the moment. We're not putting out proof of use for work as much. It's mostly the cloud solution that we're building out.
Right.
So next big thing, of course, will be useful work and getting it in the hands of all these folks, and they're begging for it at this point. So my mailbox is full of contacts that I made in all of these conferences. So we'll be busy there. But Flux itself is definitely also working on it. The marketplace gets the revamp is coming either at the end of the year or at the beginning of the next year. The cloud that run on Flux gets a complete new revamp, and it'll all look and feel the same way as you saw earlier, nice and white and bright for you guys. No dark modes. Jokes aside, that's all happening. We're dealing with the Zelcore wallet. SSP wallet is coming online as well.
Right.
WordPress is coming out of beta and will be live as well, together with the new cloud solution or the cloud that run on Flux website. So yeah, it's we're busy, and that's all next to our useful work stuff. So
Right.
a lot of things are happening.
So
a lot of irons in the fire.
So will the proof of useful work side eventually, will all this kind of contribute to each other?
Yep.
Because I'm just thinking to myself, like, why not making the whole ecosystem, kind of linked to each other? Like, the proof of useful work side will not just be AI stuff. It could also provide resources for people on the cloud solution and so on and so forth, right? That's how you guys want to integrate? So when you're doing proof of useful work, eventually, obviously, it's going to be, machine learning and stuff like that. But
it'll be all encompassed into each other. So
yeah, it'll be a circular network, right?
You can run. So I've been showcasing, because at SC23 there's a ton of universities there, and the biggest challenge for universities is dollars, right? That tuitions are high. Don't get me wrong, especially in the US. But a lot of other universities in Europe and such, they work with government funded budgets.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the things that me and the team focused on was making sure that we could show that they can use something like Jupyter Notebook. So we had
Right.
Jupyter Notebook running a proof of useful work light, as I call it. So that one was running at all these trade shows. So we were able to show that. And that's just on the cloud solution. That's running on somebody's Cumulus. That can be running on somebody's Pi for all I know. So that's one of the things that we've been showing. But if you saw in the software itself, and I don't know if folks noticed it, but there was a coming soon piece to it as well. And it clearly states what we're going to be doing. So basically, you'll be able to manage your Flux node from here.
Right.
At that point, yes, you will need to open your ports, Mining King. Because then you're a hosting provider as well, right? So,
Right.
But it'll all encompass each other. One of the other things that we've been working on and that I've been playing with is DB Fetch. I believe it's called DB Fetch AI. So we rehired. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. Was that the one that Dan posted on Twitter? Yeah, he was talking to it. Yeah.
I've been playing with it too. My daughter actually was playing with it yesterday too. She was learning about Flux, and so she was basically asking him questions like, "Who's Dan Keller? And what is Flux? And what can I do with Flux? And how do I use Flux?" So it was all of the things she was just curious and just asking away. And she was very intrigued because she can basically it talks back to you, right? So it's not like just reading, more interactive for young kids. It's a lot more fun that way as well. And that's just one of the advantages that we were going to be able to do. And plus, that thing learns itself. And then we only developed that in a very short time. Actually, we rehired somebody in the team, Daz, who comes with some AI background, and he's been going ham on it. We even had some. Yeah, you'll see some things come online soon on Twitter as well, where you'll see some of the things that we've been building out. So that'll run on proof of useful work as well. So your 1080 Ti might be running DB Fetch for all I know.
Dan Keller says it trains like 4 AI models such as ChatGPT and more.
Yep. It's pretty
Wow.
good. It's pretty clever already.
Yeah, it's going to be the future. It's going to be the future, right? You guys are, this was definitely a good move. And hey, Jeff, let me ask you a question. I saw, I might be late to this party. I saw some sort of not partnership, or some sort of collaboration with Dynex recently. What is that about? Can you?
There's
something?
No, basically what I was doing, I was running Dynex on our cloud solution.
Right. Okay, because I saw something on Twitter about it, and I just wanted to ask, what the clarity was on that, because we talked about it amongst ourselves, and I never got around to asking.
So Dynex is a little different, right? So
no, we know. I know that there was a lot of tension there, but I know that there was
I don't
recently.
care about all of that,
right.
and I've been always open about that. But the way Dynex says, it's more like an SDK that pushes it to its network.
Right.
Because it's doing it that way, we could use it on our cloud solution, where you do all your CPU things, and then you tap into that network and bring it back. In the next bit thing with proof of user work, basically what you could be doing is you can run heavy models on Flux, and at the same time use some of the SDKs from Dynex, for all I care, and have them work in tandem.
Right.
And you're using 2 times the compute power.
Right. Interesting. I think I can't remember whose account it was that I saw, but it said that you can run Dynex with Flux, and I think that's great, man. I think coming together, as far as with crypto projects that are coming together to work together, you get farther with honey than you do with vinegar, in my opinion. So, Geek of All Trades says, Jeff Key, when 5700 XTs or AMD cards, for that matter, on proof useful work? Any info on that?
Stay tuned.
Okay, stay tuned. There's your answer. A lot of people are trying to put AMD cards on the current models that you can't do it on Vast, obviously, and you can't do it on a lot of these other ones, but
CUDA is supreme, right? So CUDA is
right.
And we talked about it this afternoon with mine and King too, right? Rockam. Yeah. So I talked with AMD at length at SC23. They're working on solutions for their Radeon generation graphic cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their focus has always been now on the enterprise machine learning.
Right.
So they have beefy, like big, massive blocks, just because of the cooling. And what's it called again?
Instinct.
Instinct. That's the one. Thank you, Mikey.
The Instinct.
So the Instinct ones are pretty big, and combined with an Epic CPU. I saw, and even the memory, that I was looking at 512 gigabyte sticks of RAM at the latest and greatest. It was so fast. Bring those things together, and it's like a beast of a machine, right? So, and I used one of those machines at the Dell booth, where they then brought me into space, and I was able to walk around the space telescope. What's it called? The Webb. The latest one that brings out all these amazing images, and it's pretty
Stable
cool.
Diffusion?
No. It was some sort of satellite that takes pictures of the universe. Anyway, but it's amazing.
Oh, the James Webb Telescope.
That's the one.
Yeah.
But I said, look, that's all amazing stuff, but what about the guys that don't have access to this stuff, right?
Right.
You basically pushed them to NVIDIA. And he's like, well, that's an interesting point. So we talked about it. Thank you, guys. I see everybody changed up. So we talked about it. Like, the model that NVIDIA does allows you to ease into AI, right? You have a 1080 Ti laying around, great. Launch Jupyter Notebook, start playing with it. Or just straight up get Python running with TensorFlow and whatever. So they agreed to that. So they said, look, yeah, you're absolutely right. We that's a model that needs to change, and they're working on it. So slowly but surely, you'll see ROCm more and more being introduced to Radeon. You can use it right now already for some of the GPUs, but you're on your own. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And if it works, is it optimized enough? I don't know.
Right.
But that's all said, you can use AMD for rendering.
Right. Well, it looks like Geek of All Trades in the chat says he has He says you can run AMD on all that stuff. It's just much slower right now. He says he's got a Vega 64 on Stable Diffusion, and it's working. So
It works, but it's like, can you mine something with a 1050 Ti? Yes. Is it ideal? No.
right now, no, they don't have optimization.
But you can, right?
Right. Erted says AMD released that they are bringing AI to retail. They announced it a couple days ago. Yeah, I was, it's funny. I was talking to Brandon Coin because he has a couple MI60s, 6.0s, and he says that these cards are they're monsters, right? They're just monster cards, but you need specific hardware to run in their data center. And it was a pretty interesting conversation I had with him. And I think they do need to get it to the consumer level because that's where it's going to be, right? That's where a lot of the compute's going to be. But I mean, will they ever be as good as NVIDIA is with AI? You know what I mean? Pound for pound. You know what I mean? So
yes, and better.
Question. You think so? You think AMD will do better? It's a bold statement.
Yep.
Yeah, that's bold because AMD has always kind of lagged a little bit behind NVIDIA from the consumer card level, but AMD's got a big chunk of the data center world. So maybe you're right. Maybe they will do better. Maybe they do have an upper hand there.
They have an upper hand with the CPU and the context within the memory space as well.
Right.
So they have access to things that NVIDIA also has access to, but it's a little harder for them. So I think in long run, AMD has the upper hand. Now, that said, we're not talking a sprint here. It's going to be a long run, right? So NVIDIA clearly has the advantage at the moment, but AMD is catching up fast.
Oh, I know AMD is doing, I know Tesla was doing used a lot of AMD core processors for their AI stuff when they got started. And there's a lot of, actually, believe it or not, in some of the Tesla model cars, the Threadripper and the Epics operate those vehicles. So they do have a foothold in there. And I know they've been working on AI, but they've been keeping it, close to the chest and on the enterprise level only, but it'd be good to come down to the consumer level. So
one of the things I did notice at SC23, and I bring that up constantly, so I'm sorry for repeating myself, but AMD was there, NVIDIA wasn't.
Right. Well,
so NVIDIA was there by proxy by all the other folks having it on their booth over an NVIDIA partner, but AMD was front and center. They were right there. They were in the midst of everybody. So that, for me, shows also the confidence that AMD has to be front and center and with their offerings.
we found, speaking of AI and stuff, there was some good news coming out of the White House about us having relations with China again, fixing the relations with China for trade, because there's been a lot of talk about GPUs for AI going overseas and the government restricting certain stuff. And I think they're going to start loosening the restrictions because I think the tensions are starting to get down.
If the U.S. doesn't fix their shenanigans that they're doing right now with crypto and AI, they don't get on top of that, you will be the third world country soon. And I'm not joking.
In that space, right? Yeah.
In that space, because I was in the Emirates. I can tell you the money that these folks are throwing at AI is ludicrous. And they are welcoming everybody. So the Chinese were there, the Russians were there.
Yeah,
Europeans are there. And so I'm telling you, like, if the US thinks that they're the leader on this, you might be in for a surprise at one point. I'm sorry.
Abu Dhabi right now, they're so forward thinking. I was watching a video from Charles Hoskinson. I've been watching a lot of his stuff recently. And they're so forward thinking there that they're very open to the ideas of crypto, and they work with companies to get a healthy regulation standpoint on healthy regulation, which is really good. The problem with our government is they turn everything into a dollar. So
yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's not very forward thinking in the US. US has actually gone backwards when it comes to forward thinking, in my opinion. But Equal Trade says government just released an AI policy framework today too. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I told you guys a long time ago, when AI takes the center stage, crypto is going to be put on the back burner, and that's what we're starting to see. We're starting to see this shift between, here's crypto and regulation, but you know what, this is more threatening over here, so we're going to do this. And
Soon enough, Warren will focus on AI.
Yeah. Please don't get me started on that. But yeah, it's
All right.
what's going to be important. So
if you guys are okay with it, I'm gonna call it quits here because I kind of am done.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Hey, thanks for coming on, Jeffkey.
That's 2 times now, King, in one day.
I know. Now I just need some early access. I mean,
yeah.
You get access on Friday, guys. Everybody gets access on Friday. I think we call it public testing or something because, again, like you said, Hawk, there will be hiccups. There will be things that
it's to be expected with anything new.
So
anything new, there's going to be hiccups. So a lot of people watching right now are definitely going to understand that. Hopefully they understand that. Hey, if this doesn't work, get in the Discord, let them know, and you guys, everybody kind of has to come together as a team in a community and say, okay, hey, we need improvements over here, because that's really only the way you're going to find out, right? You can only do so much with a pilot program and a certain amount of people. You need 1 million, you need 1,000. Listen, there's an old saying that you can have one man take 1,000 lifetimes to do something, or you can have 1,000 people take one lifetime to do it, right?
Absolutely.
That's what this community brings to the table. 1,000 people, one lifetime.
I'll thank the pilot group already, and the guys who are in it, they know who they are. So thank you to those who've been helping out and keeping it to themselves. So congrats. So thank you everybody for that has been helping. So appreciate it. And the pilot group did bring in some really good feedback already. So that's also why we're still literally till the last day we'll be programming on things that we saw that was optimizations that made sense.
Right.
So yeah, ease of use. It's my motto, and I'm really putting that through it. So
sweet. Well, Jeff,
appreciate your time, Jeffkey.
Before you go, I think we're just going to end the show there, right, King? It's an hour and 15 minutes. I'm not sure we have anything else we're going to talk about tonight on Terrahash Tuesday, unless King's got something he wants to bring up. I don't think he does, because he would have told me.
I was just gonna. If you want to end it, we can. I was gonna hang out for a few more.
Yeah.
If people have questions.
Yeah, if you guys want to ask any questions for me,
I'm gonna go off, guys. Yeah.
Sweet. I didn't think we had any questions. If you guys have any questions for me and King, just let us know in the next 5 minutes or so. Do we have any Terra updates? I don't think so. I think it's pretty much been status quo for a little bit. Holidays kind of slow everything down. Unless King's got an update on his end.
I mean, sort of. I mean, we're gonna start gearing more. I know we've been doing a lot of the crypto mining stuff, lately, right? Because that's kind of where we needed to focus. But at least myself, I'll be focusing more on the AI stuff moving into next year. So we're definitely going to be heavy into that. I also think we're going to start ordering our baseline compute. So that's going to be fun.
Max Voltage says, what would you recommend for hardware to do a 3 GPU VAS rig?
An Epic.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do a dual, you could do a single Xeon, but then you're cutting your lanes down, right? Really bad. I would recommend an Epic if you don't want to get your lanes cut. Even a first generation Epic would be better. Those are pretty cheap.
I got a second gen Epic, the board, the RAM, everything for like $1,100. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a first gen one for like $300 something bucks, so it's good. Gordon asks, what is the power rate at the Ken's facility?
For what?
Knows the prices. I don't remember anymore.
For what? GPU hosting is 11 cents.
GPU and what's ASICs?
ASICs are start at 9.5. MSC Crypto Junkie says, how you feel about Carlson, Hawk? Well, I mean, listen, everything goes up and down. I have a bag of it. I'm holding it. I'm not selling it because honestly, if I sell it now, it wouldn't make any sense to. So I got about 1,000 of it. I'm just going to hang on to it, see what happens. I'm sure in the bull market, a rising tide will raise all ships. So, yeah. Did I say that right? A rising tide raises all ships. Yeah, that's what I said. All right. Whew. Time in hands. That's right, Kirk Solar. We don't sell, we hold. Buy Tesla, hold it, rich as F.
I bought a Tesla. I'm not rich though.
No, you have to buy the stock.
You didn't say that. You said buy Tesla. I got one in the.
He said meant the stock. Go return it and go buy stock. No, but we'll see. Carlson, listen, guys, these projects are not even a month old. Carlson's not even a month old as a project. Let's give it a little bit of time.
Profitability
Profitability sucks everywhere. Okay, it
and,
was
no,
great.
I mean, it's just been all these coins have been swinging around. Oh my god, look at this, $3 a day on the Pepe pal right now for 40.
I mean, right, but this is the bear market, though. This is what happens when you have a little bit of a run up. Everybody gets euphoric, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And and all of a sudden it crashes back down to reality a little bit, and everybody's like, "This fucking sucks."
6,700
slow down.
XTs are more profitable on Sadix, 40 cents a day.
God, it's coming. Yes, I believe we're still in a bear market with bullish vibes. We're still in a bear market. We're not out of this completely yet. We're still there. I don't think we're getting into a bull run just yet. Cook 405 says, King, you need a Cummins diesel. I love my 7.3 power stroke. Geekball Trade says, Mining King, Hot Crypto. I've been taking profits on honey. Practice what you preach, but if I held till now, it'd be worth over 10. Yeah, if I'd have held it now, it'd be worth over like 5,000. Yeah, I sold it.
I mean, I kind of like. I think Max does this too, and I think this thing does it as well. Is they DCA, right?
Yeah.
They do sells every so often, so you're never at the bottom, but you're never at the top, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I kind of like that a little bit because you're always sitting there like, oh man, dude, it can go up just a little bit more, right? And then you wait, and then the next day it fucking falls on its face. You know what I mean?
No, 150%. Gaming with Smokey Dan says, tinfoil hat time. What if Ice River tanked Carlson so they could sell more miners and help boost Casper price back up? Well, that hasn't... Okay, tinfoil hat. I'm not saying it's not impossible. It's improbable because Casper was sub 12 cents for a couple days and it's been down a lot. So, I don't think that they market manipulate that much. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. But then what caused Carlson to run up then? You know what I mean?
That is what tripped me out. This coin just comes out. It literally has no roadmap. These guys that built the project don't know anything, and it's like there's a couple $1 million of trading volume on here. Like nobody knows anything about this. This coin just like appeared, and everyone's like, "I gotta have it." Like, why?
Right?
Why?
Well, that's the thing, right? And a lot of people it was on the hype of Caspa, so it's actually a genius marketing strategy. It says, "All right, cool. Look, K Heavy Hash is hot right now. Everyone's talking about it. Caspa's great. It's promoting the algorithm as well as their own coin. Let's release one just like it, and we'll get a lot of attention." And then people bought it, thinking that it was going to do a Caspa, and it still may do a Caspa. Nobody knows. You know what I mean? So that's where I think a lot of the stuff came for Carlson was like, oh man, like I missed the boat on Caspa. I'm buying 1 million Carlson, and I'm just going to hold it. Well, there's significantly less Carlson than there is Caspa. Carlson's got a full market supply of 5 billion, where Caspa is 27.8 billion or something like that. So, if you're holding on to Carlson because you think it may Caspa in the future, then yeah, you might see it. But I think a lot of it was FOMO, and I think a lot of it was just hype around Caspa that drove that price up. But it's leveled off, but it looks like it's got some resistance. It's staying there at support at 9 cents. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere. So we'll see. Time will tell. It's a great thickener of things. So Savage White Zero says, Hawk, when Mooners get scared, weak hands fill diamond hands. Oh man. So
I gotta find a couple motherboards now. I just got my CPUs from Brandon, and if you guys haven't checked out Brandon Coin Store, dude, and if you guys are looking for like CPUs or like deals, NVMe's and all that stuff, dude, he's giving deals. Yeah, he's giving deals. But if the 2 terabytes come up, they're gonna be sold out. I'm telling you that right now because I'm buying all of them every time they come in stock.
Just to put it in perspective for everybody, Caspa is still up 35% for the month. A lot of people looked at Bitcoin and was like, "Oh my God, it's dipping. For the month, Bitcoin is still up 10%. So perspective on these things are a lot, but yes, I do think we're still in a bear market. I believe we're creeping out of it now. We're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and good things are starting to happen, which is giving confidence in the market. I don't think we're out of the woods yet. So let's just everybody kind of slow down, and we're going to see these ups and downs going into the next bull run, which honestly, I don't think will happen until after the halving, or if like 2 massive ETFs get approved and Bitcoin starts to rocket and the market rallies, then we might get an early entry into the bull run. But in my opinion, it's probably not going to happen until after the halving. So let's just all take a breather, enjoy these profits now, hodl it, and see what happens. That's my opinion, and that's what I'm closing out with tonight.
Okay. Is that a cue to sign off?
It's just my ending speech.
Okay, that's his ending speech. All right, good night, everybody.
Good night, guys.
All right,
See
well,
you
thank
next
you for
week.
joining us. Oh, you want? Okay, you can say it.
I'm saying, see you next week on a Hawk Crypto Mining's channel, which is mine. It's not financial advice, anything I say. You're grown people. Do your own research and don't listen to YouTubers when buying assets. Good night, guys. Have a great night. I'll see you later. Peace.